Okay, Katie, I hope you can see this. This is the Separation Studios program. Um, and this, on this screen, is the logo that you guys sent us, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is go through and show you how this process works and everything. This is the composite image. This is the white underbase that would go down first, okay? This is the black that we would only use if we were printing on a lighter colored shirt, any other color besides a black shirt. This is the red that you see in the image, and if you'll zoom in, you can see how that red fades and everything. So your screen will, the screen that we use to print with, a silk screen, will have little halftone areas to let that little bit of red come through, as opposed to in those solid red areas would be it allows a lot more ink to come through. Okay, here's the blue. Now I have adjusted the levels on these a little bit, just show you kind of what we would need to do to get the print right. There's the yellow. There's the it's kind of like a purple. We could possibly eliminate that screen. You can eliminate some of these screens if it's not something that shows up very much in the actual picture. Okay, this is your this from you directly from your email that you sent me, and you're not seeing much of that purple in your actual logo, but the computer did pick it up, and it would be like a real faint piece of purple. So that would be something that we could either merge into the red screen or totally eliminate. We can play with that here in just a little bit. There's the green. You're going to see two spaces of green right there. Some of that green combines with the yellow to make the two different color greens with the yellow screen. Okay, and this is the turquoise, and then this screen right here is gray. You're not seeing a whole lot of gray. There's a few little areas right here where you can see it. If I was to go in here and make the screen the shirt color black, you would probably see more of that. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Now you can see more of that gray. That would probably be something we could also get rid of, okay? So we're going back to that custom color so you can see. And I'll explain to you some of the problems that I'm seeing with this design. And it's not the design, it's just the capabilities, the amount of things you can do, as opposed to what you just really can't do. This last screen is actually an essential screen. I know it's another white screen, but what it does is it goes in there and places any highlights or anything like that into the actual print. After you get through running all those other colors, it sort of cleans the screen up and everything. But I found that I used to try to eliminate that one when I was doing these, and it just doesn't look as good without it. So anyway, so you've got a total, this screen being the composite, so we're not counting that one. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could probably eliminate this one. 6, 7, 8 screens, even running this process of combining colors to make other colors. So essentially, this turquoise is going to merge with this green. The green is also going to merge with this yellow. All these screens in here are going to merge with each other to, like your red and your yellow are merging to make the orange color. There's an orangish color. If you look on yours, it's a little bit more obvious. The orangish color in your design, see? And so you can eliminate having to print orange, So it does eliminate colors, and like I say, like this one screen that's this black right here, you probably could eliminate that on the black shirts. You wouldn't have to do that, and so that would help. But the other problem is this lettering right here. You would have to. This is going to be kind of difficult to explain. On the light colored shirts, you would have to have a dark Tech Friends incorporated. On the dark shirts, you would have to have a light color Tech incorporated. We could maybe put it in here with one of these screens after we run it through the program, but it would have to line up almost exactly where it needs to be. So that would be that'd be an obstacle. I don't think it's an obstacle that we couldn't do, but that's all the good news. Okay, the bad news is I don't have the capability to print this shirt. I could do the artwork for you and get this like you need it, and I could explain to the printer how to print it, but you'd have to find somebody that had a. Let's go ahead and let's eliminate this one. Okay, let's go ahead and eliminate this one. We'll delete that channel, and you'll see it doesn't make a whole lot of change in your finished product. Now, if we were to eliminate this screen, the turquoise, which I can go back and put it back in if we have to, it makes a little bit of a difference in that water right there. You see how this water is a lot more blue, and that surfboard is a different color. So you can see how just changing one of those colors, taking that turquoise away, changes the color of the surfboard, and it changes the color of the water the closer you get to the horizon line right there where the white is. So, you know, if I was to, you know, if something like that doesn't bother you, then that's okay. You know, I could do that. But the more stuff like that you change, you're still talking about, if you eliminate that, when you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors, and I've got a 6-color press. So, you know, I wish I could do it for you because, you know, you're a good customer, and I want to do it, but at the same time, I want to do it right if I'm going to be able to do it, and I just don't think I can give this the justice that it needs. However, if you find somebody that has a 8-color press or a 10-color press, and they've either had experience with doing these halftone meshes of color, you know, it's basically you're smashing color together on the screen, on the shirt itself, through the screens. If they've had experience doing that, then I would be more than willing to go through and do the artwork. I'd be willing to print the screens for you, just the artwork, the film that you burn the screen from, and I could tell them how to burn the screens. There's a specific way you have to burn the screen. There's a specific mesh screen that you have to use, and there's a specific way of printing it. There's even in this process, there's even a specific order in which you print it. If you lay down this yellow over the green, it's not going to look the same as if you lay the green down over the yellow. So this is the order. The way the computer lays it out is the order you print it in, and any variation from that throws the color combinations off. So it's a complicated process. It is beautiful, makes a beautiful shirt. The only problem is the number of colors you guys are trying to do. It's a big job. But the only other objection that I think somebody might have doing this job is I'm not sure what type of shirts you're printing this on. I always look at that when I'm printing on somebody else's shirts. I'll give you just an example. If I'm printing on 80 Gildan shirts, that, you know, my cost on something like that's not very much per shirt. If I'm printing on 80 Gildan shirts of various colors, it's one thing. If I'm printing on a few Gildan, maybe some Under Armour, maybe some Nike shirts, that sort of thing, where that cost, like I can't even get Under Armour, so it would be very hard for me to agree to print on an Under Armour shirt, because if I mess that up, I can't get you one. You know, I'd have to pay full price for another Under Armour shirt. That's the thing with Nike is, you know, if I mess one of those up and it's a wholesale item that I can get, it's not that big a deal. But if it's something that I can't get, then you run into. So I think the type of shirts is maybe going to matter to a printer as well. But I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to have to decline on being able to print it for you, just because of my capabilities of the printing capabilities that I have. But thank you anyway.